Hello, our Management 6301 Foundations of Management class. Hope things are going well. All right, a couple things here. We're starting out week 3. Let's talk a little bit about week 2 and postings. There was a gigantic improvement in what I've seen so far. I've graded many of your discussion board postings for our first module last week. And we'll be finishing that up and posting grades tonight if all goes well. Gigantic improvement. Just a couple things to remember. First, we did have a little bit of a few hiccups with the system on the weekend. That may have slowed down your progress if you weren't able to get access to Blackboard. I know we're up to speed now, and I'm not going to punish anybody for posting late, given those technical glitches. So I think people more or less were able to post on time, at least what I've seen so far. And I will be forgiving if there were a few people who didn't quite get it done with our normal Saturday for initial posts, Sunday for follow-up posts. And then, of course, everybody should be up to speed with what we're doing here with, of course, finishing these things up tonight, Tuesday, March 17th. All right, so discussion boards, things are going there. Just make sure that what you're doing with both your initial post and follow-up posts is somehow related to what's going on in the text. To make that as obvious as possible, it's typically good to provide a cite. Putting in Robbins et al. Page 67 or whatever, as some of your colleagues are doing. That's always good to point out to me as I'm grading and making it clear that you are drawing from stuff from the text. Now, there are a couple posts that where you're just bringing information out from the text, but it totally didn't make sense, or to a certain extent, it didn't make sense within what you were talking about within the broader example that you were discussing. So make sure that it is integrated, that what you're drawing from the text does flow smoothly into your broader posts. And people are doing a great job bringing in work experience, what you have going on in your companies, etc., and personal experience also too. So again, great improvement on the discussion boards. All right, I'll try to keep this short if that's possible for a professor. Let's talk about week 3. You've got some fantastic stuff. The first module that you're looking at basically looks at strategy from an organizational standpoint. As you may know, University of Texas Pan American is going through a gigantic change. Right now we're merging with the University of Texas at Brownsville and launching a medical school, and all this is going to be running in fall 2015. Medical school is going to accept its first class the year after that. So we've got a lot of interesting things here that, what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis is very relevant what we're talking about with our strategy chapter. For example, I have the good fortune to be on the new mission for our College of Business and Entrepreneurship for the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. We're having our first meeting next week, which unfortunately I'm going to miss. But it's all about strategy, setting a mission, vision, goals, etc. And we're trying to do that also for our entrepreneurship program. So the stuff you'll be reading in that first section of week 3, that stuff, that's my life now, in addition to the other things that are going on. So that's fantastic. The second module there looks at organizational design, how you structure work within organizations. As part of our merger consolidation, whatever we're calling it, for UTPA, combined with UTB and the medical school to form UTRGV. Organizational design is also something that the leaders of this institution and the UT system have struggled with and come up with something over the last 6 months. And we're seeing that roll out with still lots of experimentation. So again, I'm excited about week 3. These are the types of things that I'm dealing with and the organization I work for is dealing with on a day-to-day basis. So enjoy. All right. So another thing coming up for week 3, I believe we have our first quiz coming up. We want to call that quiz, test, whatever. I'm going to be posting that on Sunday night, and then you're going to have till the following Sunday to finish it up. I'm going to make this as fun and as interesting as possible. that it's not going to be drudgery. We'll actually be drawing from the great things we talked about in the first 3 weeks in an interesting context and coming up with knowledge, insight, reflection, etc. So week 3, great stuff. Hope you're going to enjoy it. Just one thing. I am going to be traveling this week, leaving tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, for Washington, D.C. So I have had the great honor and good fortune to be part of a partnership that the university has with the United States Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We serve as facilitators for the Youth Entrepreneurship Program. So for Thursday through Sunday, I will be from 8 to 5 hanging out in the Bank of America building in D.C. that's supposedly within sight of the White House, teaching some high potential high school students about entrepreneurship. So that's what I'll be doing. That is going to slow down perhaps my responses to any emails you might send me. I'll certainly be looking at email at night and get back to you as quickly as possible. Certainly a gigantic goal to be responsive to any questions you might have. All right, people, have a great week. I'll see you on the discussion boards. Send me an email if you have questions, and enjoy.